Hi. I wanted to say something too about when I thought I was Chinese, Shanice, not Chinese. They write down Chinese instead of Chinese, Shanice. My husband took me down to Hollywood. I did that in 19 about around 2007 or later than a little bit past 2007. I suppose they did it. People don't believe I'm Chinese. I don't think because I don't look nothing like myself. I've gained a lot of weight. I was also Ola Ray, and there was a woman that came and became Ola Ray after me. Michael let her take over and take my place. And even when I was Ola Ray and did the first Thriller video, uh, I was made to not even take or do the whole thing. I couldn't even run through the whole when I fell, when the woman fell. That wasn't me that fell. And they used to show, I believe they used to show him scratching her up, her chest up, but they took it out. And also, I believe people think I'm crazy, but I believe that Michael Jackson was truly knew how to ask God for powers, and he knew how to ask him to make him a werewolf, and he used to turn into it himself. But then after I said so much about it, that people were starting to believe it, and they started to. He decided to take it to the studio and make him have cosmetology on him, and make it look like he was made to look like it instead of really having the powers. There was this man that came to. He came to my house, my mom's apartment. And I'm staying with my mom, and he told me he was Michael Jackson, and I believed him because there were some people that were screaming in the neighborhood saying, Michael, Michael. And then they said, oh my God, he's turning into a werewolf. He really does that thing, or something like that. But people didn't hear about it because these people that he did that with, they weren't for performers. And I guess the paparazzi took up for him or whatever. I don't know. But I know that I asked God, my mother, I would be terribly frustrated right now if I wasn't able to spend some of my money. My mother doesn't let me go to the bank. I don't have anything. I don't know how to get money out the bank myself physically. What I do is I ask God, Jehovah, through Jesus Christ's name, to go into the banks, to use his power, his Holy Spirit, or whatever, or angel, and to get the money out, the amount that I asked for. And that's how I gave away diamonds from the field. There are diamonds still on the field. I haven't put them all in the banks. I'm not that dumb to put all my diamonds in a bank, in one bank, or in two banks either. Most of them are still on that football field where nobody knows how to find it. Just like I believe I asked God, I prayed to him and asked him to make sure when he gives me my diamonds, I asked him because I said, diamonds aren't man's money. He doesn't like mankind ruling his world. And so he since he doesn't like mankind ruling the world, he doesn't like us to love money either. No, he doesn't want us to love money. He doesn't want us to love people more than him. He wants us he wants us he doesn't want us to love money or people more than him, or anybody that worships anything other than him. And if you're worshiping money, you're making yourself an enemy of Jehovah God, to tell you the truth. And people that know that have studied with the Bible, with Jehovah, and they still doing it, they're getting themselves into a lot of trouble, hot water, because Jehovah, he will destroy you. He will destroy you. And he's proven that in the past, but people don't pay attention to his word, so they don't believe it. But it's going to come as a sledgehammer, a shock, when the end comes, for those that don't pay attention to his word. And the thing is, he has sympathy, though, for those that think they have the truth and they don't have the truth. They're going to churches where they lie to them about the truth. But Jehovah's patient. He's a patient, loving God. And he's going to let those that are unrighteous be resurrected with the righteous. As John chapter 5, verse 28 and 29 says, do not be amazed at this, for the hour is coming in which all those in the memorial tombs will hear his voice and come out. Those who did good things to a resurrection of life, and those who practice vile things to a resurrection of judgment. So the unrighteous will be back with the righteous. I hope my dad was considered unrighteous instead of wicked, because there's a scripture also in Psalms chapter 37, verse 10 and 11. It says, just a little while longer, and the wicked will be no more. You will look at where they were, and they will not be there. They will not be there. But the meek will possess the earth, and they will find exquisite delight in the abundance of peace. So it's saying that the wicked aren't going to be around. And also, it talks in the Bible about how after certain things that happen to take place, Satan, that was going to be let out again after Armageddon. He's going to be let out again so that Jehovah will allow him to test us like he did before. But these people will be remembering Armageddon. When they died at Armageddon, they will remember God's strong hand. And the ones that desire to follow what he tells them to do, they'll live forever. And those that have a heavenly hope, they die, they get changed like a caterpillar. It turns into a butterfly. We don't make ourselves a cocoon, but Jehovah is going to turn those with the heavenly hope when they die. He's going to change their mortal bodies, their bodies. He's going to take them out of the mortal bodies and give them a spiritual one, one that's uncorruptible, and he's going to do that in the twinkling of an eye. That's faster than a minute. Faster than a moment, in the twinkling of an eye. He also has the power to look at time where it's 1,000 years is one day to him. That's why Adam and Eve lived forever. They didn't live forever. That's why Adam and Eve died in the course of one day to Jehovah. They died and they were able to have children, have us offspring, because Jehovah, he knew he wanted to fill the earth with people. And that's what he does. He always gets what he wants. He gets what he wants, but he's right now, he's taking delight in letting Satan the devil deal with things so that he can show that Satan the devil does not know what he's talking about. He's showing it to everybody so they'll know and they'll trust him, put trust in him. And when they trust him, he says something in the Bible about wait until I bountifully bless you. I want to bountifully bless you, or something like that, Jehovah said, or Jesus Christ said it. One of them said it. I believe it was Jehovah that said something about he wanted to bountifully bless us. I can't wait to get my teeth fixed, but I'm scared. I'm scared to get my teeth fixed because of what happened to me when I was in Fox Hills. When I said that on another tape, on another video, I can't get my teeth fixed because I went through some heck of a time, but I prayed to Jehovah that he would help me not have any cavities. I've been eating sweet sugars, stuff like that. And somebody came in here there was a mean guy, I think his name was Gabriel. Not the black-skinned Gabriel that I had in the Harborview house. There was another Gabriel that came here, and he was very mean to me. He was a charge nurse. And I believe he's one of the ones that feels easy. They're doing something with somebody that doesn't like me or whatever. But somebody tried putting some sugar on my teeth, and my teeth started to hurt a bit. But you know what? I still believe that Isaiah chapter 54 is to me, and it says, no weapon formed against you will have any success. And I believe that's to me, as long as I know that I'm one of the anointed going to heaven. But you know what? Jehovah loves those that are going to heaven, and he loves those that he's going to allow to live on earth just the same. Just because you're an angel does not mean he does not love humans. He loves humans and angels, which is the reason why he's doing things the way he's doing things. And you should read about it and find that he loves you. You'll find He wants a relationship with you just like you have a relationship with your best friend. He wants you close to him. And if you draw close to him, the devil will flee from you. The devil knows better than to push Jehovah so far. He knows that. Well, he doesn't really know, but he knows better than that he's gonna be destroyed one day. That's why he's acting up. But anyway, I wanted to say that I held diamonds inside my body in a bar that my dad, Isaac Hayes or Alexander McNair, had bars in diamonds put in my bar. I believe one of my children came and had me put under a spell, had me put in San Pedro, had me put in a colonoscopy, and they took my diamonds out there. I really believe that's what happened. And I believe it was Rihanna, my daughter. She did that. I believe she did that. And I showed in the dreams when she came and she was in the doctor's office, in the doctor's operating room where they put me under. And even he was going to say something about saying that I had died. And I said, no, I'm not dead. I'm awake. And he goes, correction, Desiree McNair is awake. He's alive. And I'm saying, you're trying to make it. What are you doing this for? Doing this to me for? You just trying to take my money? Well, the banks work for me because they know that I keep putting money back into the banks, and they can, as long as I stay alive, they will keep getting money to go in their banks. When I die, they're going to lose out on money. So they keep watch over me. The government keeps watch over me because the government remembers when I blew fire through my mouth, when I didn't do it, but I asked Jehovah to help me, and he gave me power to blow fire through my mouth and put a hole in the door and crawl through it and come out of a mental ward. But then they said, Desiree, how'd you do that? How'd you get out of there? And I said, Jehovah helped me blow fire through the door. And then they said, well, you have to go to another room. And they put me in another room without any windows, without anything, and gave me my food on the floor. I threw it all over the floor. They said, Desiree, you're not going to get anything else to eat if you don't stop throwing the food on the floor, something like that. This was when I was 18, and that was my very first time in a mental ward. I've been through it. I have been through a lot. I'm 56 years old now, but I still have children, and I asked God to bless my mom where she could have children until she was 60-something years old. And I believe I can have children still. To this day, I can still have children, even though I don't have a period. I believe for a while I wasn't having a period, and then all of a sudden I had a period one year for 10 days straight. And I said, I don't want this. I prayed to Jehovah that he would help me, that my period would dry up, and it did. But then I had one just last year. It wasn't 10 days, but it was there, and I didn't like it. I don't like them. But I also asked Jehovah to please bless me with a virginity that is strong, where men can't break it at all, because I used to have Caesar at Harborview House used to break my virginity, and he used to break it, and it used to grow back and break it and grow back. We had fun like that, and we had a lot of fun. And I also remember blessing. I blessed the Clinton, Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton, because I had accidentally, I believe the woman that had spells on me made me do this, but I prayed to Jehovah and I asked him to make him force himself on me and get me pregnant so I could get out of my mother's house. And that's exactly what happened. And I told Hillary, I told somebody that that's what happened. And he came, and when I was out of the house, my mother had kicked me out of the house again. I was in Clarice Crisp's house, and we were in the science and kids science and industry on like a tour or the science and industry building in LA, and he came over there knowing that I was pregnant and that the child was about to come. And so he came, and I said, I'm pregnant. And she says, Desiree, sit down, you're not pregnant. I said, I am pregnant. And there was a woman from Jamaica that was working there with her, helping her with some of her houses. And some of the people that were there that she had in her houses. I lived in one of her houses. I lived over there near Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. Wait a minute. I lived with Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles on 82nd or 83rd something street or something like that off of Main in Manchester. And I remember President Obama saying something about, he said something about, what's the big thing about the waffles, of chicken and waffles? He says, they're just chicken and waffles. What's so big about it? It's something like that. But I can't eat that chicken because that chicken is like fish to me. For some reason, some kind of batter they cook it in. Maybe they cook it in fish oil batter, but I couldn't eat it. I had to drink milk and I had to stop eating it because I was allergic to it. Like, the waffles are good, but I can't eat the chicken. But anyway, also, I've been through a lot. I have these things down my kids have seen, I believe my kids have seen the movie that I have. I have that in the banks too. So that they know, the banks know that when somebody's trying to take my money, they know that they can look at that movie, and they can tell the difference between me and somebody else and what they're doing, and see if they can do some of the things I can do, and see if they did some of the things that I can do, and see if they're trying to steal it off of me and everything, and if they're not. And I'm pretty much good into that. I asked Jehovah to help me think of these type of things to keep myself, to be able to support myself, because I was terrified when my mother and my brother turned on me, and I wanted to find a way to be happy. And I know God wanted me to be happy, and I had faith in that. And because you have faith that Jehovah loves you and that Jesus Christ loves you, they love you and they will take care of you. They will, as long as you're not afraid, not ashamed of his name, Jehovah. You're not ashamed of Jehovah, and you're not ashamed of Jesus Christ, and you talk about him, they will definitely come in for you and help you. They have helped me so many times. I want to tell that about that, and I want to talk to my children too. I love my children. I even love them. I even love the one that beat me up. I still love her. Chile from TLC. The other one, Tubas, acts like she's mad at me. Like she acts like she's mad at something I did. They have such high attitudes. They don't respect me very good at all. But Teapot sort of started having a more soft attitude when I don't see them personally. It's just when I look at people on my phone, I feel like they can see me. Like there's a camera in my phone where when I'm hooked up looking at them, they can see me too. I believe they can see me. I believe in that because there was a time when I went to the one of these celebrity shows, game shows, and they showed my friend. She passed away, but they showed her. She was in her house, and they showed her picture of her. I said, "Who's that?" And they said, "That's somebody that's at their house that they got a picture of her. She don't even know she don't even know for sure if she's being seen." And they said she knows she's being seen or something like that. And then I remembered her and I saw her and everything. But anyway, I'm gonna go now. It's around. I forgot what time it is. It's around. Oh, I forgot. It's not on here. I'm gonna eat my spritz sunflower seeds original. I asked my mom to get me some Daniel sunflower seeds, but she gets me the spritz seeds all the time, the original spritz seeds anyway. But I like those too, the big bag of those. She keeps getting me big bags of those. I like eating those. And it's almost time for me to get my last medicine before I go to bed. So, and I've got to go see about some other people on Messenger and Facebook too. So I'm gonna see what's gonna happen about that. And I love everybody. I love all. Even if you hate me, I love you because I don't know. I know that Jehovah knows He loves you as long as Jehovah hasn't said, hate that person, kill that person. I love you. I love you from the bottom of my heart. I love everyone, even if they don't even love me. They don't like me. I know that they might be confused by Satan, the devil. I'm understanding that. Witnesses understand that. That's why we love each other. We love each other. We love people. But the love of the greater number is cooling off because Satan, the devil, he's getting so slick. He's making people hate people because he knows how to make people turn on each other. And it's really sad. But Jehovah, he's not going to keep letting it happen like that. He's not. He's not going to keep letting it happen, and he will. He's going to change all that. He's going to change it. So anyway, that's all I have to say. Go ahead, have a nice day, okay, and take care of yourselves. Bye.